2K server down right now. I feel like it's a better time to do it. Makes sense anyway. Baby, could you pour that for me?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Kisses from my missus, I made it back. From a long journey, I made some racks. Fresh cut lemons in my lemonade. That goes well with that Hennessy, that's a fact. My game cold below freezing point, baby. Gonna need to wear fur for conversations with me. One spray, two sprays, get away from me. YSL cologne, that be the scent that got her digging me. They all clowns, they all jokes, baby, that's their purpose. If Ringling Brothers out of service, cool, they the circus. Everyone that you encounter, G, is not real. Just like every bud you smoke, it's not that Cali kill. Everybody got runt stuffed inside their blunts. If that's the case, then where that Reggie at, that pack a punch, stupid. Do you listen or you just skim through it? My antifreeze frame some pics, I'm looking like some cooler. Flow like water, H2O fluid. I can show Bobby Boucher how the water whip to this music. Bet this, Jerome in the house pimping. I blew a box out, should get the benefits from limping. I write encryption with my vision, precision. Pen like a knife, a lyrical incision. Going back and forth, I maintain my sanity. Sip a few mimosas underneath a cool canopy. Mad at me? How can you be? Makes no sense. I love the fishbowl, but Sylvia could use tents. Nigga, chicken adobo with some apple juice. That shit a pocket, I ain't lying, fool, I'm convinced. They try to hold you back for getting one thing. What's meant for you was just for you, can't block my blessings. Feeling blessed while I'm wiping off my pinky rings. Peace shit, I move in the grand scheme of things. Nowadays I upgraded my life. I'm still the same stuff, I'm just improving my life. I stated it twice. For the ones in the back, you gotta grow, cause if you don't, then you ain't doing shit right. I still put out that energy that most of y'all feel. So if y'all feel it 9 times out of 10, then it's real. Life's good, I can't complain. But if I did, who would listen? That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Testing 1 2, tested 1 2. Welcome back to another segment of Let's Have a Conversation. This is episode 9. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate your subscription. Share the live stream, share the channel. Appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel. Like I've always stated before, the climb is tremendous, and I'm very appreciative of everybody that's been with me on this journey. The journey is amazing, you know. To learn something each and every time from the experiences of being a content creator is everything, which leads me to content like this, where we have networking involved and so many different content creators on the platform creating. Man, it just makes for good content. And this particular content creator right here was one that I find to be very entertaining and takes his craft serious as well, and which gave me more reason to highlight, you know, the type of content creation he does, from reaction videos to when he just wants to have a personal discussion with his audience. I thought it would be great to, you know, make content with this particular content creator. And that content creator that I speak of is none other than my brother, Urban Lounge Podcast. What's good, bro?
Oh, SD salute, man. What's up with it?
Hey, man, I can't call it, man. Appreciate you pulling up to the platform, man. What's going on? Urban Lounge Podcast.
Man, Factuals. Hey, same, bro. I'm the one who's like really excited, man. I appreciate you so much for inviting me up, man. Man, this is gonna be great. Great.
Oh man, no problem, man. This definitely gonna be one of the ones, man. Like I said, just by like the energy you bring in your content and the particular topics you speak to, I say, yeah, this is definitely gonna be a great segment. Especially by just everything, how you deliver your content. And I said, if we combine both of our material together, it's gonna be crazy, man. So this is one for the books, man. And again, appreciate you for coming on the platform.
Oh yeah, no problem at all, man. I am very excited. I don't know, man. Well, when I was in the back in the green room, man, sitting up here chilling, eating my Skittles, I like, man, I'm getting kind of nervous a little bit. I like, damn, I'm up here with my bro. I'm be hearing factuals all the time.
Yes,
like,
sir.
Oh my god. But once when that camera came up and you invite me up, I like, oh, all that nervous is gone now. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. The lights, camera, action. And I understand what you mean. I think we spoke about it too before in the live stream. How when you go live or make any type of content, you get nerves always, and you mentioned that's humility. That's what keeps you grounded. Let you know you human, basically.
Facts.
And that's why I say that's what makes for good content always. So for sure, man, I understand that.
Yes, sir.
For sure, man. Shouts out to SBK in the building.
Factual.
What up, brother?
SBK, salute. That brother there is hilarious, man. I ain't lying.
Yes. Oh man, entertaining, bro. Like I've always told him, man, I love with him and It's Just He TV got going on. The chemistry and how their show goes. There definitely some content creators that take their craft seriously. Love the chemistry. You don't see that all the time.
Yep. A matter of fact, E was over there at my house, right? And she went into one of my lives. She like, oh my God, what did I walk into this time? Like, hey.
Yeah, man. And when you got like different content creators that can speak about different topics and give their take on it, you're going to get reactions like that. That's why I just like enjoy watching video reactions, because people be having so many different perspectives about pretty much the same topic sometimes. That's what makes content, the different perspectives, man. So that definitely makes for good content, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my brother Shy Bro in the building.
Factuals.
Shy Bro in the building. What up, bro?
Shy Bro, salute.
Yes, sir. So what started the content creator journey for you, man? I know we spoke about it a little bit briefly when we had a live stream before, when we was on the live stream before. I forgot the subject matter we were speaking to, but I know we was talking about content creation. But for you, what started your journey?
Well, to be honest with you, my journey started because I use YouTube as something that was therapeutic for me, because during that time I was going through my divorce within my first marriage, and I needed some type of release to get me back grounded and centered again. So I just started dropping videos. At that time, I wasn't taking YouTube as serious, but I was just uploading videos. But however, I was on Facebook, and I was doing a lot of live videos on Facebook at the time, and people started giving me feedback on it, positive and negative. And they're like, hey man, you probably need to keep this thing going. I'm like, well, okay. And so that's what officially started my journey in content creation.
Hey, that sounds like a great journey, man, especially when you can get feedback like that to let you know that you're doing something right. Because if you was doing something wrong, nobody would even mention what it is that you're speaking of. So that's definitely a good green light and a good heads up to be like, all right, this is something I could potentially do. And to see that you kept at it, the growth is always real. So that's I love that aspect of content creating, where you can get feedback. And I always say, whether it be good or bad, it all helps. You should be able to pull something from reviews. So I
Yeah.
definitely admire that journey. And all content creators go through it. It's a matter of how you handle it along the way. So that's a
Yep.
dope story.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And when I officially start taking content creation serious,
Mm,
that's when I went by the persona, the official urban therapist, because one of the main feedback that a lot of people was giving me is that I could give advice to people, whether it be
mm,
positive or negative, whether they agree with it or not. I give some really, really good advice and really good thought-provoking conversations as well too. So I started taking it serious as the official urban therapist, and I was known on
mm.
Facebook and YouTube as the official urban therapist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Facebook, it blew up on Facebook. I think at the time when I was on Facebook, I had over like 6,000 subscribers at that
Mm,
time. But I stopped using Facebook because Facebook policies does way too strict. I can't really be who I am.
right.
It like lives I did, man. They'll literally stop my videos in the middle of the live, talking about this content is inappropriate. So I like, man, I got tired of it. So I like, you know what? I'm going to YouTube. So that's how officially I started on YouTube. So
Mm,
yeah, then eventually a lot of people was giving me feedback just on my title itself, the official urban therapist. So I rebranded that. I kept
mm,
the name Urban because that's the name that people know me by, right?
mhm.
So I shortened the title to Urban Lounge Podcast, and that's where we're at right now.
Ah, that's dope. That's dope. So with the therapist angle that people was telling you that you had, did you feel like that would more so box you in, or the podcast? That's why you went with the podcast title, or that you wanted to include the therapist as its own entity to just go with the podcast? So even if you speak about a topic that they might relate to the therapist angle, um, it's part of the podcast. It's just the topic. So because
Well,
you can cover all different types of topics.
Well, good question. The reason why I kind of went away from the therapist aspect from it is because typically whenever a person hears the term therapist, they automatically see you as professional and also
Hmm.
licensed. I'm not a
Hmm.
licensed therapist at all, period, and I don't want to proceed to be that I am. However, I am educated on that level as to be a therapist due to my degree of sociology and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I could give an expert opinion on therapy or psychology or different things like that, but for us to be being licensed behind that, I didn't want to get into no legal trouble where people try to find out about you and do all that weird stuff. So I just deviated from that.
Okay, that makes it, man. That makes perfect sense. Especially how the internet is. You mentioned those type of positions like therapists or anything of that nature. They're like, oh, professional license, this, that, and the third, and now you
Yeah.
got to kind of box yourself in. Now you're only speaking to topics along that job title. So I understand that. That makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. That's an add on to that. You're absolutely correct because it did box me in because people only see me from that professional angle, but they
Hmm.
really could have relate to me on the personal level. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I learned that and I got that feedback from that, and that's when I started becoming more, personal versus professional, even though I could balance the two out now, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah, it makes perfect sense. You're able now to have your personality translate on camera much better because of the topics you cover. It'll be you speaking to the topics instead of of course, the therapist angle or the therapist facade that you will be speaking to it as. You're speaking to it as urban. You're giving urban thoughts to that topic, and it becomes more of a wider range because it's you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Hey, SBK, he said this, man, Facebook wouldn't let you cook them simps, man. Nah, man, that was censoring the hell out of me over there, bro. I could use the word simps. I could use the word feminist or feminism, none of that over
Wow.
there.
When was
They'll cut my
this?
string out so fast. This was back in like 2015, 2016, somewhere around there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't do none of that, bro. So I just got tired of it. I got tired of Mark. Mark was hating. He wouldn't allow me to be great.
Yeah. Yeah, these platforms, these social media platforms, they be a trip sometimes. They always changing their guidelines and rules. And as a content creator, they always say, make sure you stay up on it. You try to stay up on it, but they're constantly changing. So now it's kind of like you got to find a healthy medium whenever you make content. You know, that's how I look at it. Just try to find a healthy medium. And if it's something that's over the line, then of course you speak to that and you reach out to them and stuff. But it's good to always try to have like a healthy medium. That's how I try to gauge it, because I know guidelines are always changing.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. That's why I try to do my best to evolve with the community guidelines with YouTube. So I'm lining up as close as possible. But at the same time, you know, I kind of straddle the fence. I try to go as far as I can with it, and that's it. There's some content creators out there that'll say, forget it, I don't care, I'm just gonna go over and do it. Then next thing you know, they end up getting a strike and they get their channel taken down.
And they will do it. They will do it. No hesitation. They will take your channel for less too. You know, and people be saying and doing all types of crazy stuff on these platforms, but they seem to pick certain kind of content they just have a zero tolerance for. You know. That's
facts. Oh, my bad. Factuals.
Factuals.
So hold on. What made you brand that Factuals?
Man, honestly, it was one of those things where, like I said, it originated from like my songs. Like that was an actual ad lib. Like I'll say a line and then I'll be like factuals.
Yeah, I was hearing that. Yeah.
So it depends on how I deliver the line. So if I deliver the line a certain way, factuals. So like, you know, that's a cool little ad lib. And I feel like if you're saying something that you're true to and you mean what you're saying, say what you mean, that's factuals. So that's when I say factuals. That's what I mean. That I don't have to say I mean what I say and say what I mean. It's just factual. So I say a line of factuals. You know, you say something you truly believe is factuals.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what made me roll with that.
Man, most definitely, man. When you get your storefront up and everything, hey, get you some shirts say factuals on them boards. It keep branding that for real.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, I actually have some right now too. I got some factual tees that I was thinking about getting printed up again and doing that whole one, because I see that it's real catchy, like you were saying. So yeah, I'm thinking about actually starting that up again.
Yep, for sure. And see, I be keeping myself for saying factuals because it's so catchy, and I don't want to seem like I'm stealing your lingo, man. So the one time I say it is when I'm over here, because I want that to be you, not me. Because next thing you know, everybody gonna be saying factuals because I'm saying it right. Then you be like, hold on, I the one who originally started that. Then people gonna talk about, now Urban started that. He started that. No, I did not.
And I understand that aspect of it too, you know. But you know, if I heard you saying it, of course I would know what was going on, you know. But like I said, I know somebody in the audience might look at it like, oh well, he said it, and I was the one. No, he said. So of course you're gonna have that anyway. But if I hear you say, of course we know what's going on, so I wouldn't think nothing like that. But I appreciate it. I'm just appreciative that it's even catchy enough to make people even want to, you know, say it at all, you know. So
hey, bro, that word is so catchy, you could literally make a song off of that and people will pull from it. I'm telling you.
like a quick song too, like a quick 1 minute, 2 minute song, because you know, like the attention span is quick, so it got to be a quick catchy factual song.
Yeah, facts. See, I try to hold myself back from saying factuals again. It is so hard, man. It's so hard.
I got you, bruh.
Factuals.
Thank you.
So, you know, when it came to, like, you know, when when you creating your content and the process and stuff, what's your favorite type of content to make?
Oh man, any type of content that is thought provoking. That's the type of content I enjoy doing. And see, it's how the way I strategically do my content. So I could take a topic and have a little spin on it. It don't matter what it is, son. I can just take it and put a spin on it where it could be thought provoking. It could be something about the mics that we're using right now, and it just have a different perspective on it and just present it that way and do my best to explain it or articulate it to the best of my ability. But preferably, I prefer dealing with any type of topics that's dealing with any type of social norms, whether it's relationship or as you want to tune into some of my podcasts on political or what's trending. It don't matter.
Okay, so it's more like you just it's really all around
Yeah.
different topics, not nothing specific, just whatever you want to speak to is your, and then whatever it is you're speaking to, you enjoy doing at that very moment, like
Yep.
creating that particular content at that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have to have a passion for what you do, and so that's why I don't do certain topics. If I'm not interested in it, then I'm just not going to do it at all. Period. There be topics that be coming out right now where it literally be trending on social media. Everybody be talking about it. Every content creator be talking about it, but I don't talk about it because it's just not interesting to me. So I just don't do it. Nor I don't try to force myself to do it to try to get clicks and views, because just like you said, that takes away who I am. It takes away me being me.
No, that's factuals, man. I definitely understand that. That makes perfect sense, because if you don't feel it as the content creator, why would you want to put that out? Because the audience gonna let you know. They can tell, when you're not, putting your all into your material, because they can see it. They're the ones that have to review it, let you know their thoughts about it, especially if you're a content creator that asks for that type of engagement. So they'll let you know always. So and I'm a firm believer that too. You should always be the first person to feel the content that you put out there. So I agree with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another thing that I do, well, first my process of creating content itself, I always go back and research the topic or whatever it is, right? That I learned that one of the first things that you have to do before you present your content to the audience is that you have to design your thumbnail, because that's more important than anything. The thumbnail first, then the title next. After that, then within that's when I start getting a couple of talking points together. Then also getting certain type of video clips, if I'm gonna include that in the show together. As well too. It just keep building and building until I complete the process. Normally, it takes me anywhere between like about at the most like 2 hours for me to totally get everything together and present it to my audience into the format how the way they see it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because we can always be our own worst critic, for sure. Like,
yeah, and I know I am. I'm very critical of myself, because a lot of people, and I'm not saying us, but there are other content creators out there who be competing with like other content creators that even replicate their work or even replicate their talking points to compete. But me personally, the only person I'm in competition is with myself. So
man,
it is what it is.
Preach, man. Facts, bruh. Hey, that's the mindset to have. If you're gonna be doing this, that's the mindset to have. I agree with that 1,000%. That's the mindset you should always have when you do your content. You only want to be as good as your last video.
Exactly. And that's why I go back and watch all my videos. Like, a matter of fact, right after the live ends, I immediately go back and watch my video, bro. That's how critical I am on myself. So I go back and just listen. I go back and listen to what I was saying. They also give me an opportunity to go back and read the chat too. Because when you live, you really don't have time to really be engaging like how you want to be. And so I go back and look at the chat, look at their reactions to it, and just build from that, get feedback from that. Also, I look at how the way I was presenting myself, how the way I said certain things, and I criticize myself on that. Like, okay, maybe I should have said it this way. So next time I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna say it this way instead of that way. Or I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep it like that because I know I control people like that. So, but
So
yeah.
you definitely just pull like different how can I put it? Notes. You take notes. You pretty much take
Absolutely.
notes when you watching your playback and stuff and seeing what you could do differently and what you can add actually as far as something if you was trying something new as far as talking points or
Yeah.
wanting the content to go in a different direction, you can add to it more. So that's good. That's good to take notes on playback and stuff. I'm trying to get more in the habit of that, watching much more of my videos more. Like I watch my content, but not too thoroughly, I should say,
Yeah.
because I'm like with live streams, they're so on the go that if it's flying, it's flying. You never know what's happening with a live stream. Talking
Yeah.
points, whatever it is that you want to speak to in the particular content in general, like it's happening at that very moment. So I think that's another reason why I don't go back sometimes and watch live streams, because I'm like, okay, it happened. I know what I said, because I try to be always be critical of what I say, because it's live streams too. And the digital, and I'm always thinking about digital footprints, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Digital footprints is very important as a content creator. Now, there are two types of content creators. There are ones like us, right? We're very consciously aware of digital footprints, so we want to do our best to try to protect ourselves. There are other people who call themselves content creators, right? They're aware of the digital footprints and they just don't care.
Right.
And so they just throw themselves out there. The next thing you know, they're trending or going viral, and they getting all mad and hurting their feelings. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't protect their digital footprint. I'm out of fact, bro. I actually did a show where I'm talking about that, where I literally showed people how to protect their digital footprints as content creators.
Oh, okay, yeah. How about you? Got to probably send me a link to that too. I like those. I like those type style videos of you giving your perspective as far as, because that can help somebody as far as your experience too. And I always try to take my experience and put it on video as well. So yeah, you gotta send me the link to that video.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll do it. Most definitely. It's an old video but yeah, I did it. What inspired me to do that video is because I was networking with a lot of different sectors, which I do right now. I go through a lot of different sectors on YouTube and networking with people. One particular sector that was just going back and forth at it a lot, and that was on trolling each other. There was some doxing and doing all kind of weird stuff. So I had did a response video on that, teaching them how they could protect their digital footprint. And so I was telling them, I was like, look, the reason why they keep having content on each other is that y'all keep leaving y'all socials wide open for them to do that, so they could go and troll you, post pictures on the community wall, all kind of weird stuff. So I started educating them on how you can protect yourself in doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from.
Yeah, and that's a, man, listen, that's a great video to have out there. Just for the ones that don't know that does exist, and for the ones that do know exists, they know exactly the precautions to take, because it is weirdos out there that do that, like will pull pictures from different social media platforms and try to use that on another platform as a means to, I guess, like you said, belittle you or try to expose you or whatever the case is, even though you posted the stuff. It's just a lot of weird stuff going on. So you always, as a content creator, definitely want to protect your digital footprints and be mindful of whatever it is that you post on the internet, because it's gonna be up. And when it's up, it's up.
Yep, exactly. Then it lasts forever too. And I said this before too, like on whatever you put out there on social media, it's gonna be forever be there. So if you have children, your children are gonna eventually find out about it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be consciously aware of what you're doing and how the way you do it, because it can even affect your generations, your other generations as well too.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Like it stays up there, and videos always cycling. Like I see videos that I haven't seen in years, and they'll make their way on my timeline. I'm like, all right, so that just lets you know that the algorithm is always algorithming all the time, man. and videos don't go nowhere. Just even if you delete them, whatever the case is, it's still a digital footprint somewhere
Yes,
on the
sir.
internet.
Yes,
It's
sir. Yes,
it's
sir.
not gonna go nowhere. It is that's why I try to be mindful when I do it, when I create content, because like you said, you can go viral and do all types of stuff, and you got to answer to certain content that you do. So when that time comes, as far as okay, what was you thinking as far as this video? You like, oh yeah, that video. Well, so you gotta
Yeah.
be able to stand on
Hey,
business.
hey, man. Well, when I go over my videos, right, I literally ask myself that question, like, man, what I was on when I did that video, man. I don't know if I was drunk that day or I don't know what happened that day. And I literally question, I'm like, damn, what was happening that day for me to do this video?
It do be like that though, especially when you listen to older videos. You're like, what?
But would you believe that back in the day, I actually had hair. Normally, I had my hair lock.
I could believe that. Yeah, man. I could believe that. I could believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, during the beginning, yeah, I had my hair lock on. Shoot, it came like down to my back and everything, man. Had my hair lock and everything. And so one day, I just got tired of looking at myself. I was like, man, I am so sick and tired of looking at this old version of me, and I just cut it all off, all of it.
New
And went
start.
about, yeah, I wanted to have a different persona about myself. I want to have a new beginning of myself versus how the way I was in the past. So that was my version of killing the old me and becoming the new me, how I am right now.
I can understand that. That makes sense too. A new start, new chapter in your life, and that's something you want to pursue. So I definitely understand that, man, for sure. I had said it before. We all are books. We all are books. Some people more open than others, but everybody definitely got a story.
Yeah.
And it's just things that happen to us as far as the things that we go through in life. That's giving us that experience. It helps us either for the good or the bad. But if you take those experiences that was not so good or whatever, and help you shape you to a different person, that's always for the better too. So yeah, I definitely understand you on that, bro. For sure, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, hold on. So since you asked me this, man, so what started your content creation journey?
Oh, so for me, man, I'm just always like the podcast setting, the podcast feel, just the headphones, the microphone, and you're just sitting back and just telling stories if you want to tell stories, or speak to different topics that might be happening. Like I always just like the whole podcast setting, and I've seen people do it. Like I've watched different. Excuse me. I watched different content creators, with the podcast setting, because the podcast setting was pretty prevalent. I want to say, like when COVID hit, that's when podcast was coming from out of the woodworks, every different direction, everywhere. And I was kind of listening to a little bit more before it got heavy, but watching so many different podcasts, and I was just like, I know I can do that, especially with all the stories and the insight that I have on certain topics. Because again, I only speak to things that I know. I never speak on things that I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially if I haven't done research or if I haven't experienced it myself personally, I don't speak to it. So I'm seeing all these things, and I'm like, I can do that. I know I have the ability to do that. So like you were speaking about Facebook, I did a few shows on Facebook. I had one where I just had my phone sitting up and I'm just kind of like live talking on my phone and stuff. And then I graduated from the phone and got a microphone and got a camera, and I'm just buying all the different kind of equipment, just trying to upgrade, and I'm just speaking. And then I was like, all right, I think I can bring this to YouTube. So brought it to YouTube, and I've liked it, because I think the platform for YouTube, the platform that YouTube is more podcast based. more long form content, more so than TikTok and Instagram. Well, they all these platforms have reels and shorts and stuff like that for, of course, people that just like the quick hit. But like YouTube is more long form content, podcast setting. So it was perfect for me. So yeah, man, that's what started the journey.
Oh yeah. Factuals. I couldn't take it no more, man. I had to say it, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. I enjoy it, man. I enjoy this content creation. I really do. So when you're not actually, creating videos and stuff, what things are you doing outside of content creating that pretty much can give you inspiration to create?
Oh yeah, good question. I'm a family man, so if I'm not doing content creation, I'm most definitely doing my best to be engaged with my family, my wife and children. That's one part of it. Another part of it is that I'm also a busy man, so I'll be working. But within all of that, right, I always be having personal and professional experiences and stuff, right? So whenever I deal with a certain situation, like say for example at work, deal with a certain situation at work, and I end up engaging with one of my co-workers or even upper level management, that becomes inspiration because they probably said something or did something to me that probably more likely pissed me off. Like,
Right.
I'm doing a show on this, damn it. A lot of and say to be honest with you, a lot of my shows, right? Not this month, but I think almost like 3 or 4 months ago, a lot of my shows was inspiration because of what I was dealing with at work. Because at the time, I was the only male working in the office. So imagine being the only male, literally being the only male in the office, and you're surrounded with all these females, including upper level management. And so you hear in real time the things that they talk about all day, every day, where they be gossiping among each other. They be talking about themselves and talking about their relationship problems. They'll come over and have conversations with me, talking about, hey, I need your perspective as a man. I'm like, Lord Jesus, all right, what you want? And so they began to open up and tell me about their relationship problems and stuff. Then, of course, I give them my perspective as a man. They get all triggered and mad about it. Then next thing you know, the very next day, you know what? You were actually right about that. I know. But yeah, a lot of those type of conversations that it be inspirational for me to present that on my podcast, man, during that particular time. So yeah.
Man, listen, bro. I completely understand that 1,000% too, bro. I promise you, I do shows that happen to me like in past work experiences. Yeah, that's what inspired the content. Oh
Yeah.
man, when you said that, I was like, okay, so I'm not the only content creator that does that, because I know how to make it in a way that we talk about the topic without it having to have any kind of how can I put it? Putting personal into it. You can phrase it to it can be broad that anybody can digest it and have an opinion about it, because even though people are different, they all have some of the same experiences. And to be able to do that as a content creator is a gift in itself, man. So I definitely understand, taking topics from work and making content out of it, because that's what you do anyway. That's what a broadcast is for. That's what you're supposed to do. You're a content creator. Your gears is always turning. So I understand that when you said that, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I don't know if you was there at well, you was there at SBK. You remember when I segued and I was telling them about women, right? About women who drive certain cars, right? I don't know if you was there doing that segment, right? But I actually talked about it in detail on my show later, on my One Ask Urban Anything show, right? And so that whole entire segment talk about women and the type of cars they drive. Guess where I got that from work? Because it was different women driving different cars, and I'm like, you know what? Y'all personality fix the type of cars that y'all drive. And so they got mad, like, how you gonna tell us? I like, look, you sit up here acting all masculine and stuff. You sit up here driving a Charger.
Oh,
They wonder why you have a relationship problems.
right. And I know they didn't like that. They ain't like when they were saying that. But it makes sense, especially if that was something that they were saying, and it got to be some validity to it if they saying it too, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean as far as that comparison too. You know, it's the content is endless, especially, you know, on the work environment. It's so many things that be happening. You like, you know what, that could be a topic too as well, which inspires, you know, me to, like I said, I talked about past work experiences. That be really what be inspiring the topics that I speak about too, because I know it's things that people know what's going on, but they don't speak on it because of the light that, you know, you could possibly be in because you're speaking about certain topics and stuff. So it come with the territory.
Yeah. Yep. True. Lionel, he's saying that his past experience was training to be a teacher, and in regards to dealing with the same thing what we're talking about. Yeah,
man. Being a teacher, I got a lot of respect for teachers, man. Teachers, they do a lot. They go through a lot too, and it goes unnoticed because people think that that's what people are supposed to be doing. But you know, teachers are humans too. You know, so I got a lot of respect for teachers, man. You know, they go through a lot, man.
Yeah, they do. So since we're talking about teachers, man, I'm gonna kind of pick your brain on this one a little bit, man.
What's up?
If you don't mind.
What's going on?
All right, so first of all, well, what do you think about the age range of being a teacher? Do you believe that a single, let's say 25-year-old woman, do you believe that a single 25-year-old woman could be successful as a teacher? With her mentality, of course, modern day mentality.
I think it's possible. I know certain women at that age have different mentalities, some more childish than others, some very mature. I think it's possible that a single 25-year-old woman could be a teacher.
So let me rephrase it. Do you believe that they should be a teacher? Bro, I could literally see them wheels turning.
Because I'm like, Because I'm thinking about just 25 the age, you know. It's such a very, very young age.
Hey, keep in mind. When we was 25 years old, I'm not trying to say we old, bro, because we well seasoned now, all right?
Yeah, we definitely seasoned, man.
So back when we was 25-year-old, what was we thinking about then?
Oh man, I think we yeah. I'm just ooh.
Ooh. Hey, say look, all right. So if you get a woman who's 25-year-old and she's single, right? That woman is not thinking on a professional level. She's not. That's the reason why, you know, when you pull up to, like, you know, your kids' school, I don't know if you have children or not, but you pull up to the schools, right, to the elementary schools or even high school, you be seeing these 25-year-old teachers be dressing like they fit ready to go to happy hour, man. I ain't lying, man. Like with my younger children, man, they have a couple of teachers up there. I'm like, God damn, you're teaching. And I be questioning that. I'm like, hold up, man. It ain't no way, man. They hire you to be teachers, and it ain't no way they allow you as a woman to dress a certain way how you dressing to be a teacher. Knowing good way you got these younger, horny dudes looking at you all day, every day. Hey, Miss Johnson.
Look, that's why they go to school every day. That make them go to school. They like,
yeah, that's to go to Miss Johnson class. They after that skip the other teacher class because she don't look as good. That they be failing, they be on passing Miss Johnson class with an A, but Miss Kepler class, shoot, they got an F in there, be skipping and everything.
So that's a positive. They can be is used for motivation. They can motivate the youngsters to want to go to school, you know. But as far as that, the education, because I definitely understand your POV on that. Because some of them aren't thinking about, you know, taking that line of work serious. Like they'll do it, but not take it as serious as they should. Because, you know, at the end of the day, a teacher is. A child's future is in the hands of a teacher,
which it shouldn't be. In reality, education should be in the hands of the parents. The teacher should be secondary to that, or assisting them in that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
And here's another thing too that's interesting about the teacher thing. What was it? Damn, I was up here looking at Lionel coming in. I lost my damn train of thought. Thank you, Lionel. Appreciate you. Where was I going with this? Damn. I'm not saying that the teacher is not competent of doing her job. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that she's capable of doing that. She went through the whole education and degree and get a license to do that. So she's competent of doing that. But for us, the emotional part about that, especially with her age, she's like you say, she's not fully connected to that. Because if she were, she'll be using a lot of emotional intelligence behind it. Understanding that you're going to be dealing with a lot of children, especially young male children, who's going to be presenting you at a certain image or perceive you as a certain image.
Right. I agree with that. Yeah. Because shoot, times is changing for sure. I agree with that.
That's why, man, you be saying some of these teachers, man, they be getting called to get fired because they done had an OnlyFans account and all kind of weird stuff, bro. acting like they OnlyFans account not gonna be discovered by them kids, and that's you know, them kids looking like, damn, that's Miss Johnson. Look, this Miss Johnson. Damn, Miss Johnson ass look.
They ain't gotta have no imagination no more. They could just pull it up. And find the videos and photos of Miss Johnson.
Yeah.
They just sitting there, you know. Miss Johnson would look, right here.
Yeah, she right here, bro. They sit up here sitting into each other while Miss Johnson got her back turned with her cheeks all loud and stuff to write it down, the Pythagorean theorem. Cheeks all jiggling as she moving. That's how you know she hearing beats. I thought I told y'all to silence y'all phone.
I'm telling you, man. They come to class. They make sure they get to class every day. You know, they don't miss a day.
Bro, I ain't lying though. When I was that age, it was a certain teacher that me and my homeboys we love going to. We love going to that teacher class, man, because she looked fine as hell. I ain't lying. I was like, God dang, man, you're a dime. Hey, here's another thing too, bro. Them teachers, they be knowing they be looking good.
They be knowing, bro. I promise you, they be knowing, bro.
They be sitting there low key be flirting with them kids too.
They be, of course, they be knowing. They be well aware. We'll say that they be well aware for sure. They be knowing. I'm telling you, they be knowing. That's how they be doing what they be doing.
Hey, I done gave you inspiration for a whole another show, huh?
Hey, look, bro,
let's talk about Miss Johnson.
Come back and talk about it.
Let's talk about Miss Johnson. Hey, you get your whole thumbnail and everything. Miss Johnson with her cheeks all out and stuff.
I could do like what like Martin did with Miss Trinidad.
Yeah.
Put a thumbnail with Miss Trinidad up there, you know. I'm telling you, man. So when I be hearing like the commentary in your videos, bro, like I said, it'd be comical, man. Like we be just giving your opinion and able to add in the humor with it, man. That'd be hilarious, bro. And you got like a distinctive voice. So my question to you is, have you ever thought about doing like voiceovers, voice animation?
I thought about that. I actually thought about that. Force me doing it? I don't know. I have to be like really, really inspired to do voiceover. I really do. A matter of fact, my boy Lionel, he's one of my moderators at my channel right now. He's in the chat right now. He actually put content like that where he's doing voiceovers and different things like that. So maybe that's something I could consider doing. You know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, especially
and that's
for
why,
him.
that was what I wanted to ask you. Like I said, that was one of the questions I definitely wanted to ask you when I was going to have you come up to the show. I said I'm going to ask Herb and see if that's something he ever thought about doing as far as content creation, doing voiceovers, because not a lot of people have distinctive voices. And when people do voice animations, that's because they have a distinctive voice. You know, James Earl Jones, Morgan Freeman, Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Eddie Murphy, all these people, you see like a talking giraffe or a talking dog, and it's one of them because we'll know because they have such a distinctive voice. And a lot of people don't have distinctive voices, but we'll know Eddie Murphy was the talking donkey in Shrek. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. I said, I wonder if Herb ever thought about doing voiceovers.
Yeah, I never like thought about it that deep, but since you mention it now, you know, that could be a interesting avenue to venture under.
Yeah, man. I think that'd be dope, bro. I think that'd be real dope, man. Like a short cartoon or something, you know, or, you know, like almost like a Pixar film, or what's the DreamWorks, something like that.
DreamWorks.
I can see it. Disney musical.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Even what's that with anime and stuff, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. When people have distinctive voices, man, the creation is unlimited. You know, you can do, like I said, the animation, or, you know, the different Pixar type styles, cartoons, narrations and stuff like that. Like, we'll know we're hearing Morgan Freeman if Morgan Freeman's like narrating a movie. We know Morgan Freeman's voice. We know James Earl Jones's voice.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to ask. Huh?
I said factuals. Hey, I'm enjoying this conversation, man. I'm enjoying it a whole lot, man.
Well, I appreciate that, bro.
Factual.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate this, man. I'm enjoying this too, man. I knew this was going to be some definitely some good content, and you know, I got my brother Herb up here. Shouts out to y'all in the chat that's enjoying the conversation right now so far. I told Herb, you know, before we went live, I was like, man, this is the content, man. We just having a conversation. You know, we building from that. You know, explaining the journeys and the comparing and contrasting, and putting that out there for anybody that's aspiring to be a content creator as well, and just letting it flow. You know, the best content is the organic content, everything that just flows. You know, not so much scripted, even though script is good sometimes, because it's always good to see a plan go through. But sometimes when you just let things flow organically, it makes for great content, you know?
Yeah. Let me expound on that with my content now. I don't do scripts, but however, I do an outline so I could stay on my projected topic. You know, so like, say for example, we're talking about voiceovers. So I'll have an outline, say that at this particular moment on the show, I'm going to say this, and then I'm expounding on it. But I leave the page blank. I don't literally have a script saying, "Yes, I am talking about that." You know, I don't do that. I just leave it up there. Expound on this. Expound on voiceover. Expound on this. Joke about that. you know, and I just leave it open for my interpretation of doing that. That way I could stay on task of what I'm talking about and make it flow.
Right. That makes sense too. Yeah. An outline. Yeah, I like the outline I did too. I use that as far as, you know, put the talking points up there. I don't really have what they say, like the minor details to the major points. I just kind of like just write out the major talking points and just speak to them, you know, as the flow of the content goes too, because I don't really have nothing set as to what I'm gonna say to the topic. I just know I'm gonna speak about it. And when I speak about it, that's, you know, that's what I'll say to it, you know, at that moment, real time.
Yep. And just like I say, make it as organic as possible too.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's definitely always important, you know, keeping it you know, your creation and how you want it to flow and how you want it to go. So for sure, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, SBK, he mentioned earlier about simps and stuff, right? So I'm going to make this be exclusive for you, right?
Okay.
I'll make this be exclusive on your channel, and you could definitely clip this.
Uh-oh. Exclusive.
All right, so do y'all want to know where this whole simp concept came from for us, me? I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to be as transparent with y'all as possible. Not him getting the popcorn ready. God damn, bro. I haven't even started yet, SBK.
Yo, bro, put the popcorn up, man. I'm ready. It's a movie.
All right, so after my divorce from my first marriage, right, roughly about going on like about 4 or 5 years later after my divorce, I finally decided to get back out into the dating market. Okay. So when I went into the dating market, I went into the dating market with the same type of mentality of, you know, how the way, you know, us 90s babies was, you know, going out and chasing women, you know, where we want to be chivalrous, right? We want to, you know, open up doors for women, you know, we want to pay for certain things for women. That's to show them that we appreciate them while recording them, right? So I went into that went out there with that mindset, and I got chewed up and spit it out. Dead on top of that, right? One of my homies, right? He was like 26 years old, right? And so I was running with him. So we was going to different places. We going to lounges, clubs, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so he like, bro, this generation to change, man. You cannot simp out here. Like the hell, simp? What the hell is simping? I didn't even know what it was back then. Like, man, that stuff that you're doing right now, you cannot do that with these type of women. I'm like, bro, forget you. I'm gonna do me. All right. So I started doing that, right? Started being me. I started dating different type of women, and that literally will invite me out for a lunch at Papa Do's, or some of them would be wanting to go to like 5-star restaurants and stuff. And I'm like, okay. Didn't even think nothing of it, because it didn't bother me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I had the resources to do that, so it really didn't bother me. So imagine you doing that. Imagine you have like 4 different women lined up, right, to go on a date, right? Imagine you spending at the bare minimum about $300 per date. Right, that's a lot of money. So I started realizing that. I'm like, damn, man, like what the hell? What's going on with my income? Like it's like I got a whole nother bill that I'm paying. It's like I'm paying a whole nother bill just today. And so I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm trying to figure out that my homie like, yeah, I told you, bro, you need to stop that simping, because that is usually they're on top of it off, right? They'll sit up here, go on these dates with you, and next thing you know, they'll block you, bro. That was my experience. Part of being out there in the dating market. That was my experience dealing with the type of women. And like the type of women I was talking to, I wasn't talking to no like average at best women. I was talking to some nice women, like some Brittany Renner looking like women, you know what I'm saying, that look really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah, bro, you gotta change the game, man. You gotta change it up, because that's all they're gonna do and stuff. So I like, okay. So that's why I started learning about the whole concept of not simping, and I start changing it up. I like, no, I'm not doing all that. So I start setting the expectation right then and there of the data scene for me. Start letting them know right off the bat, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna chill. We're gonna do just a simple coffee thing where we just meet and greet. A lot of women did not like that at all, period. They want you to take them somewhere. You taking me to Starbucks? Hell yeah. You better be glad I'm taking you to Starbucks, because Starbucks is expensive. I could be petty and tell you to meet me at a gas station to get some coffee. But I'll be happy I'll take you there and get you a little cup of coffee and a spring roll, wherever they sell it on Starbucks, and be happy with that. So that's what started that whole journey, and I started realizing about that. Then I was thinking about it, I was like, hold up. If I wasn't aware of this, right, I know good and well there are a lot more other men who are not aware of that neither, especially if they're in my generation, right? And so that's what made me start talking about that. That's what made me start talking about not being a simp. Don't simp to these women, especially these modern day women, because all they're gonna do is use you for real, in real time. You know, so I started talking about that, expanding on that. Then I started giving my dating experiences using online dating apps, because I did it. Use online dating apps and stuff, and like my overall experience with online dating apps is that it's just used for one purpose and one purpose only, not to find your significant other, not for you to get married, but strictly for you to smash. And that was my experience with dealing with that, you know. So, but yeah. So that's why I talk about it, because I literally was out there in real time dealing with all different levels of how the way the modern day woman thinks and her behavior, all this stuff. Because I was literally out there dealing with it for real, man, in real time.
Yeah, man. But hey, you got that experience though, bro. You got the experience. You learned from that, and you was able to take that and put it out there for somebody that don't know as well, and help them too.
Yeah.
Because like SBK was saying, these flowers and candy type men are not appreciated at all.
So like, not in this generation. Nope. Unless you get a real one, you get a woman who don't have that modern day woman mindset, right? Then, then you could do that. Then you could just do what you do with her, get her flowers and take care of her, man. Because that's how it is right now with my wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing things for her because she presents herself on that level. You know what I mean? I don't mind opening up doors for her and all this stuff, because to me, she deserves that. And likewise, she do things for me. Lionel, he had mentioned this. He said, why is it that women don't be simping for us men or doing things for us men, but they have the expectation for men to do things for them? And so the answer to that question is that like, if you find that right woman, she will do it, you know, but you have to vet out all these other type of women that are out there, you know. So the ones that say, I ain't doing that, they have that entitlement mentality. You already know, don't even mess with them at all, because they ain't for you.
Yep.
They're just for themselves.
That's the best way to put it. Exactly. Definitely out for self. Like, it's a given, you know. But like you said, you find that woman that's willing to, because that's not even about materialistic or don't ask for everything. They deserve everything. A woman that asks for nothing gets everything. That's just how it go, you know. And willing to just conduct herself like a woman and treat you like a man, and treat you like her man, I should say, and treat you with respect and everything, you know. That goes a long way, because that's all we want at the end of the day as men. We just want respect and somebody that's going to appreciate what we do and how we go about, you know, our walk of life, you know. So, you know, when you find someone that honors that's a beautiful thing, man. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Charleston White has said this, right? He said that men and women have two different ideologies for us being in a relationship. A man, when he's in a relationship, what he's looking for a woman is that he wants that woman to overall be his piece. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking for the woman to literally take care of him, because he knows he's capable of doing it on his own. You know what I'm saying? And so He just looking for that woman to just be his help me, be his peace, be that person to comfort him and to let him know that while you're out there fighting against the world, you do have someone who is a ride or die for you, who's going to comfort you and appreciate you for being you. But otherwise, women, on the other hand, they're looking for the man to be that provider and protection for them. So that includes financial, physically, mentally, spiritually, and all these different other things as well too.
I agree with that too. Peace is everything, man. Peace is important. So I definitely agree with that. And as far as, women, how women look to men for protection, and I understand that as well too. The head of the household, and how women look to men and allow men to do that too. The woman, if she allow a man to do that, that's a beautiful thing too, and not in her masculine energy, and understand herself as a woman first. She got to have that for herself as a woman first before she goes to try to present herself to a man. Knowing who she is first. Because it'll take more time for the man trying to, show her how she should be conducting herself. She ain't already got it, so that's already time wasted too. So. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing when it's what they say, two equally yoked individuals.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Definitely a beautiful thing, man. No headaches, and she's your peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Lionel, he said it's not you telling these men to jump into a haystack for a needle. Hey, Lionel, I want you to listen to that carefully, all right? Listen to that carefully and go back and listen to what I said a few moments ago throughout my journey. See, with us as being men, right, we could take on certain levels of pain. You know what I mean? Like when you jump into that haystack full of needles, right, that's a certain level of pain that you're going to have to endure. Like with my situation, at first I didn't know that me jumping into the haystack even had needles to begin with in the first place, until I literally experienced jumping into the haystack and saying that it got needles. But when I learned that it had needles, right, guess what I started doing? I started adapting. I started removing the needles, removing it, until I finally found the type of thing that I was looking for within the haystack. So likewise, it'll be the same exact way with us.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. You gotta get the experience first to know how to make the best decision. So we learn from them. We learn from experience. I tell you that. That, like I say, experience is definitely the best teacher. That's a fact.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's a difference between, us, as being men, that you have them beta males out there. Like them beta males out there, they'll jump into that needle in the haystack, right? They'll be getting mad, they'll be crying, they'll go back to their mama because they mama boys and stuff, right? They're raised by their single moms and all kind of weird stuff. Don't have no male influence to tell them like, hey, pain is okay. Just take the needles out. But mom would sit up there, instead of allowing him to go through the pain, mom would sit up there, oh my God, baby. She'll try to help him. He don't need to be helped. He need to experience that. And he need to learn how to take care of himself. I'm just saying. Be all beta crying, oh my God. They'll be the same ones who get mad because they get rejected by women and be trying to do something to these women. You know what I'm saying? That's weird stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of weirdos out here, man. And a lot, and I think a lot of times people like that, guys like that, conduct themselves like that. They don't know who they are as a person first, because if they did, they definitely wouldn't go about it that way. Especially, when they get around women and they just start snapping, or they might get rejection, and so now the next thing is to go crazy and do it. Like they definitely somebody that don't sound grounded, because if you had some type of foundation, you would even be out here on that type time. So I understand that too. Yeah,
absolutely. What is that, by the way? That figure behind there, what's that? Is that you?
So
hey, you see how I just deviated for the whole conversation?
Hey, yo, Yo, what's so funny, right? I was trying to get one actually custom made. So that's actually Killmonger. So it's Killmonger.
Oh, that's Killmonger. Why is he looking like that?
Yeah, so this is Infinity Killmonger. Instead of having the Infinity Gauntlet, he has the Infinity suit. And so I guess with the suit, you know, it transformed him to have the same complexion as Thanos. So he has the Thanos complexion, but he's wearing a gauntlet suit instead.
Gotcha.
And the one right here, of course, is the original. Well, this the actual original Infinity suit that he would have on. This guy right here. But this is the actual other one though. Like I said, Killmonger being my favorite character. I had to get the bobblehead.
Oh yeah. Did you see the Disney What If episodes?
No, I haven't actually. And this is the collection from the What Ifs. This is from the What Ifs collection. Particular Infinity Killmonger.
Bro, you missed out because one of the season finale episodes is Killmonger ended up betraying the team, right? And he ended up getting the Infinity Stones for a brief moment. He got the Infinity Stones and he was about to get ready to wipe out the universe of that episode. But they coming out with a new season. I think in December that's what we coming out with a new season of What If, and it's gonna be the final season. But you gotta check it out, man. What If lit? What If lit? I'll watch What If for real, man.
I'm gonna have to check it out, man. It's on the Disney. I'm pretty sure it's on the Disney app. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't know they had What If episodes because that's actually where this particular item, the collector's item, is from. That particular Killmonger, the What If collection. So I didn't know they had episodes though. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's anime too. It's not anime. You know, it's animation. What If, you know what I'm saying? It's not the actual live characters, but the interesting part is that the actual actors is doing voiceover. So Michael B. Jordan, he literally is playing the voice of the actual Killmonger, the animation Killmonger.
That's dope. That's dope right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that show out. I didn't know they did episodes for that.
They got a whole season of it. It's I think they're on season 3 or season 4 on it now. One of them. But it's lit. It's lit, man. You check it out. Let me know what you think about it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to check that out and see what's going on. I didn't know they did the What Ifs because I see the whole concept they got the different characters in different scenarios of movies and stuff. And different and interacting with other different characters. So I know the episode's gonna be crazy because it's different characters in different scenarios of comic books. So that concept alone is crazy.
Yep, exactly, bro. Yeah, like I said, man, it's good. Also, what else out on Disney Plus? Oh, X-Men 97. X-Men 97 is lit as hell, man. You gotta check that one out too.
X-Men 97. It's called X-Men 97?
Yeah, X-Men 97. You remember the original X-Men, right? That we watched back in the day?
On Fox, the Uncanny X-Men. I remember that.
Yeah, exactly. So they did a continuation of that, right?
What?
Yes, they did a continuation. Same as that concept, format, everything, but it is way more lit, man. So you gotta catch that one too.
Yeah, I'm missing out, man.
Yeah, you missing out, bro. I don't know what you're doing, man.
I've been up there parlaying on Hulu a lot. That's what it is. I've been parlaying on Hulu and Netflix. I've been up there parlaying. They've been having some good months lately, so I've been parlaying up there. I need to tap back into the Disney Plus app.
Yeah,
it sounds like Disney Plus going up right now.
No, they're not blowing up. They're just particular. Hey, I'm not gonna give Disney Plus that much credit because Disney that literally went straight woke, like for real, bro. That was super woke. That was so woke, man. They literally ruined the comic book genre. Like for real. But them particular things I'm telling you about, they didn't messed that up, you know. But
Oh,
like other stuff, like movies and stuff, man, they tripping, man. They totally butcher the Star Wars series too, man. They done made Star Wars so woke,
oh man.
man. Star Wars ain't what it is no more.
Yeah, Marvel then went and bought that. Well, who was it? Disney that went and bought Marvel. Yeah, Disney went and bought the Star Wars series. So now they just gonna create whatever they want with that. Now that's free range.
Yep.
My bro Shabro
Yeah,
said, "Yeah, bro, he said, yeah, bro, know what he talking about. I don't know why I didn't put you on OSD. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he was telling about the What If series, man. He said that joint was lit. He said that
Yeah.
episodes they be lit. And he was telling me about X-Men 97. Yeah, so I have to check it out. You know, bro vouching too. So I got two people that seem like they're very credible when it comes to, you know, the nostalgia cartoons and movies. So I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Yeah, Lionel, he said we need more black creators in that genre, and I agree with him. We actually did a whole show talking about that too, and I invited him up as a guest, so we had a whole conversation talking about that.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Lionel, man.
Factuals.
Yes, sir. So it was I know before we actually went live, and of course I was, you know, giving you pretty much the layout of the show and how it was going to be, you know, pretty much this. You made a statement and was like, you wanted to ask me about a video that I did in particular. You say you seen some video of mine, and you said you had wanted to ask me something about it. I didn't know what video in particular you were speaking about, but I was just bringing it to your recollection now to see what it was that you had wanted to ask about a particular video on this channel that you said you saw.
No. It wasn't about the video. I was gonna ask you about general questions, which I already did. I asked a lot of questions, but one question that I didn't ask. I meant to ask you about your music journey. What started that?
Oh man. And that's funny because Shabro, that's my real life brother. You know, he was there when it actually started. Actually, I think I told a little bit of this story before, so I can't remember, but of course I don't mind telling it again. It started, I want to say, what was it? 2000. It was 2004. It started 2004. I'm in graphic design class. You know, we in there. It's all different types of artists in this class. We have some really gifted people, and it was just a pleasure to be, you know, able to be associated with some of the gifted artists in this particular class. My bro Shabro being one of them too. So we doing all this drawing and creating all this art and stuff with stencils, and we was using X-Acto knives to create art and stuff, just different things that the teacher was, you know, giving us as far as the aspect of designing, you know. So I mean, we have like this research room where we pretty much trace images and use the images to create another form of art as far as drawing and stuff. So this particular I think I forgot what it was I was drawing, but I just decided I wanted to like write about, you know, just write rhymes. I just want to write something. So of course, like any other person that starts rhyming, they start writing about stuff, you know, that they know damn well they ain't out in the streets going on and stuff. You know, you would have thought I would
of course.
have Rick Ross out this day, the freeway Rick Ross, you know, not the rapper, the actual, you know, I'm rapping about stuff like that, but I'm going to class every day, you know, so, you know, that's what kind of rhymes. And I was also in a class with another gentleman that goes by the name of Relic, and he was already on his music journey and stuff, rhyming and stuff. He was already doing shows around the city and stuff with other different artists. And I pretty much was, you know, collaborating with him as far as writing and trying to put my lines together and stuff too. Because I had an idea of how I wanted to write my music, but I was still trying to figure out as far as like structure and stuff. So all three of us, we was kind of like doing the music thing together. And that's what started in 2004. Then after that, I just started writing on my own. As far, well, I'm not saying anybody wrote for me, but I just started getting better with the songwriting. I think I first started recording 2000 and I want to say 2010. I want to say 10. Is it 10? I'll say 2007. It was 2007 when I actually heard my voice on wax. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, I sound like that on the track. What the heck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Like, what? This is crazy. What? You know,
was it a bad thing or a good thing?
So at the time I was excited because I'm like, oh man, this is crazy this is crazy. I'm on the record. This is crazy. But then of course, like you go back and listen to your old stuff, you're like, what was I even thinking? What was my mind at when I wrote this and recorded this? I actually recorded this. I actually wrote this down. Not say I was saying anything crazy or anything, but it was just the things that I was saying in the songs. So started recording, and then I want to say when I actually got it right and found my sound is 2000 and I want to say maybe 18 when I actually, I'll say 2000, I'm sorry, not 2018, 2014, like 14, 2013, 14, around that time is when I actually mastered the type of sound that I wanted to have, as far as, because every artist should have their own original sound and their own perspective on how they, write their music and stuff. And that was something that I was still looking for. And around 2013, 2014 is when I actually found my sound and how I wanted to structure my lines. And I'm a big person that's big on ad libs. So when I do ad libs, I make sure it's animated enough that people don't forget it. They might not remember what I've said in lines, but they'll remember factuals. Or they'll remember that. They're like, I don't know what he said, but I just know he said factuals. So and I hear people that talk about the music, they was like, yo, factuals, or I like that line you said, and he said factuals. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I might have something here. So when I start getting like we was talking about like content, people let you know how the content that you're doing, and you're like, okay, cool, we on to something. So when I'm getting them kind of reviews, I'm like, okay, I think we're going to go this direction, and it works for me because the things that I talk about in my music and videos and stuff like that, it plays to who I am, because I'm a firm believer of your content is a reflection of who you are as a person. So the things that I speak about in the videos I do and topics and stuff, it's a reflection of me. So it's me being able to give the audience my thoughts on wax in real time, through a sound wave, opposed to if I'm not doing this, which is podcasting and giving my thoughts in real time, in a video documentation setting. I'm able to give that to them in the audio documentation setting. So yeah, man, the journey was crazy, and I enjoy it. And I'm not in it for like the riches or to be signed or discovered or anything. I simply write music and do all this because for me it's documentation of my life and everything that I've accomplished and what I remember when I wrote that song. Because songs are all is all universal language. So everybody speaks music, and whenever people hear music, it takes them to a time and place of their life that they remember. And I know if I hear my music and stuff, as far as like when I go back to listen to it, if anybody was to listen to my music, whenever, when I'm long gone or whatever, they'll have documentation of my thoughts and stuff. So that's how I look at it when I do the music. I mean, I it's all documentation for me,
Yeah. But one thing that I do got to give you pushback on is the whole concept of discovery. I believe this. I believe that if you have a certain gift or a certain craft, that it's meant to be discovered. Not only it's meant to be discovered, it's meant to be discovered to a way where eventually it can bring some type of value, whether it's monetary value or whatever the case may be. And I believe that sometimes, especially us being black men, that we get demonized for want to use our craft to also make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? It get demonized to where, oh, you just being selfish, or you just trying to chase the bag or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you have yourself grounded and rooted where your main priority is that you doing it because you enjoy the craft, but also when you producing it or producing this type of craft, you doing it to the expectation that it's going to be discovered, that eventually you will make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing how I do with not only with my content creation, but also when I DJ as well too. I do it because I love doing what I do. I really do. I am passionate for what I do. But also I do it to the best of my ability. So if it is be a possibility of discovery for where I could be monetized for or to be compensated for, is out there. You know what I'm saying? But that is a different perspective to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen, I agree with that 1,000% too. Now, and maybe I should have worded it better when I said I'm not trying to do it for discovery. I should have left it more so like looking into it as far as the trying to get signed and be this big time star and all that. Like, that's not
prioritize.
I should have worded it better.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not really what I'm into it for. But discovery, as far as somebody, you know, finding the video or finding a song and hearing it and be like, yo, who is that, or XYZ. I always would love for that to happen, because that's why I'm doing it, you know, to put it on YouTube, a platform, put it on music platforms, Apple, Google, all these different musical platforms that they have out here. I have songs on those platforms and stuff because I would definitely like the discovery. But as far as like what other people, well, some people might be in it for it as far as making music. That's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the documentation and for people to understand me as an artist. And if they like it, they like it too. So I definitely agree with you on that, for sure. That's why I'm putting it out. I wanted to get discovered, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, I can also relate to you on your passion about your music, because I'm the same exact way with me when I be DJing, man. And for us, like the voice and everything, it's the same exact way when you DJing, right? You want to be who you are. You want to have your own certain type of lane. So when I DJ, right, one of my biggest thing is that I want people to enjoy the music that they're listening to. Now, they're DJs, and I'm not knocking them, but they're DJs where they like to use a lot of special effects within they sets, right? Where it'd be like, beep, 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 doing all this stuff throughout the whole entire thing. That's their style. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock it, but me personally, I don't do that. I want people to actually enjoy the music. So what I develop is my whole mastery of stems. So throughout my sets, I use a lot of stems. You know what I'm saying? That's why I could literally take one song and mash it into something totally different that people never heard before. Because I master using stems a lot, because I want people to enjoy the whole artistic expression of the sets that I'm putting out there. You know. And so I enjoy that a whole lot, man. I enjoy doing that. A matter of fact, even with your music out there and stuff, well, what I need to do, I need to see if your music is, you know, on other sources, like on B Source or whatever. If it ain't, that's fine. What I can do, I could go onto Apple and all the stuff and just download your music, and I can start playing your music on my sets and stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I appreciate that, and you know I can send it to you as well too.
Okay, yeah, that way too.
Too. I can send it to you in the email. Man, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, that way I
really
put you out there. That people ask about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's so dope, man. Brother lit. So yeah, man, I definitely appreciate that, Herb, for real.
Thanks, man. That's one of the reasons why I do it, bro. Like, and like you were just stating, if you're gonna do something, be passionate about it and commit to it. So, and that's how I feel like, you know, as far as just the content in general. I wanted to just, you know, say just the music, but I just have my hands in so many different things that I just try to, you know, be the best. But I know they say you're supposed to try to master one thing, you know. But with
facts.
me, I just try to have my hands in so many different things, but music being one thing that I truly love, you know. That's why I put so much into it, as far as, you know, the type of what I'm speaking into it, the beat selection, everything, you know, because I listen, like how you were saying, you watch your videos as soon as you're done, you watch it again, and you just taking your
Yeah.
notes and stuff. That's how I am with my music. I'm listening to that stuff 1,000 times to myself, taking notes, um, trying to see how it sounds to my ear before I put it out there. And of course, once I put it out there, you know, people give me their critiques about it, and that helps me along the way too. You know, what they like, what they don't like. Of course, you're not going to be able to please everybody, but if you can find a place that, as an artist, that is good for anybody to enjoy, you're in a good space.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree.
You know, but I definitely enjoy just making content, man, and just and doing this. You know, it is definitely, it definitely goes a long way, bro. Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with that too, man. Long as we both continue on the same path of just being passionate about it, being consistent, no matter what, that's what's going to help with the discovery report. And there are other things too that you have to do as well. Like for its content curation, you have to do other stuff like make sure that you use a proper thumbnails, proper tags, and different things like that help with your discovery.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. Yeah, that's a fact. It's man, it's so many intangibles that go into content creating, bro, and it's constantly changing, man. And I see how YouTube is using their I'll say their algorithm. How YouTube algorithm is basically is they're recommending all these different types of videos to you that you normally wouldn't watch. So I see like how getting discovered can be easy because YouTube just throwing different videos on different people's home screen. So when that happens, you gotta, give it your all as far as your content because you never know who's watching.
Yep. And one thing about that, I don't know if this is true or not, but I do it. I purposely do this. So whenever a new video, a new content creator pops up on my watch page, right, and YouTube is recommended to me, I go ahead and click and watch it. Now, in my mindset, the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm doing a view for a view. So, like, if I'm watching this person's video, it's like my expectation that either that person or his audience going to end up eventually watching my video, where it end up becoming on the algorithm too, where I give that recommendation to watch my videos.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's
But you
based
can tell
on
you
hope
that.
and faith.
That's what YouTube tell you though, and it seems like YouTube lets you know because like and that makes sense though. That theory makes sense because if YouTube's showing you the video, then it would make sense that your video is being shown on the other side as far as somebody else's home screen that watches a different type of content, and YouTube recommended yours.
Yep. Or similar to what your content is. Yep. And that's why I say it's like important, like whenever you're going back and doing your edits on your video, make sure that your one titles on point, thumbnail, and certain tags on your video as well too, because that helps with the discovery.
Yep. Definitely. I mean, I agree with that, man. Sure. And I want to tell you too, bro, that's a hell of an accent wall you got there, bro. That joint dope, man. That's a dope accent wall, man.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, man. Oh, I was like, yeah, bro, went out for that one. That was dope, man. Dope accent wall. that plays a part in content creating too, man. Backdrop
Yes,
and accent walls and stuff too. So yeah, man. Just want to let you know. See, yeah, bro did that, man. The pictures, it's real classy, real classy look right there, bro.
Yeah,
Sure.
yep. Yeah, appreciate it. You know what? To be quite honest with you, bro, this is a back screen. It's a green screen.
Okay. Hell of a choice. Hell of a selection. I'll tell you that. hell of an accent wall you selected there, brother.
Yeah. See, like well, whenever I go on to like other content creators on channel, right? I do my best to try not to harshly promote my channel. because I know they're inviting me on, you know, and so I want to honor that to the best of my ability, and I allow the content creator who's, you know, allow me onto that platform to do that for me.
Right.
If that makes any sense. So I take away a lot of stuff that represents my actual channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you go to my actual channel, it's totally different. So
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then another thing too is that the reason why I don't use my my original walls and stuff, I always use green screen, is because I have a lot of studio lights that's surrounded my studio, where my office room studio, right? And so it oversaturates my camera, and so I like, well, if it's doing that right, let me just go ahead and just get a green screen. That'll be like way better. So that's what I did. I just went and got a green screen, and just been doing it since then.
Oh man, you got a legit green screen too. Cause like I said, it don't have, like, you know, with most green screens, it'd be fuzzy around like the lines and stuff. Like, no, it's a clean look. Like I said, I'm thinking you sitting right there with that accent wall, bro. You selected a good picture, bro.
yeah. And that's what I do. Like, I'm very strategic in the things that I do. Like, this is considered a actual what they call it, a 4K background. So yeah,
that makes sense.
Make it look as real as possible.
That makes sense with the clarity. So before we get out of here, bro, I want to ask you, what's 3 things you can't live without?
3 things I can't live without. I can't live without the Most High God, of course, number 1. The second thing I can't live without is any type of substance. As general as that sounds, you know, food, water, whatever, can't live without that. Let me see. The third thing I cannot live without. Let me think about that. I wouldn't say relationships, because that's either hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? Relationships come and go. So, I don't know the third thing. I honestly don't know. I have to think about that. But the 2 important ones, yeah, that's why I know I can't live without.
Got you.
For sure. What about you?
Oh man, like I said in the last one, mine's, well, today, how I feel, because I do mine's by the day. Definitely God, number 1. Number 2, definitely family still. And food today. That's how I feel today. Food, man. God, family, and food. That's my 3 today,
substance. Man. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and the only reason why I didn't say family is because, once again, that fits into the category, with me personally, it fits to the category of relationships. And, you know, relationships is not something that's infinite. It be there for the moment, then it's gone the next moment. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with that. And the reason I say family, man, because family just forever.
Yeah.
It's the bloodline. It's a family crest. It's history. And that's the 2. And I think that's what would be the infinity to that, you know, just the bloodline. And it's up to the family to keep the name going, you know. So and family just lasts forever. You know?
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. That's good. That's good.
So
my third thing would be the bloodline then. Yeah.
Yeah, the bloodline. Yes,
the legacy,
sir, man.
The legacy.
Actuals. The legacy.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. So one word to describe Urban Lounge Podcast.
Thought provoking.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice. And and for the audience that's watching right now, where can they find you, or on YouTube or any other social media platform that you have?
I appreciate that. You can find me on YouTube as Urban Lounge Podcast. My handle is @UrbanT. That's You can either type Urban Lounge Podcast on there, or you could type my actual handle at Urban T, and my page will pull up for sure on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram as well too, and I'm on TikTok as well too. But I'm not as active on Instagram and TikTok as I am on YouTube. But they're my two other socials. Not on Facebook at all. All right.
Yeah, Facebook be tripping.
Yeah. I'm not on there at all, so don't even bother trying to look for me. I'm not even on there, as I don't even have a personal Facebook account on there, so don't even try to find me, because I'm not on there. Not gonna find me.
Hey, Herb is anti-Facebook. He ain't with none of that.
I told you, Mark got on my nerves.
And I put the link to Urban Lounge Podcast YouTube channel down in the chat below for anybody that's watching the live stream and want to check out my bro's channel. The link is down in the chat right now. Again, bro, I appreciate you for, gracing the platform and sharing your thoughts and opinions, and giving more insight to you as the content creator and your experiences, man. And thank you. Thank you for another great Let's Have a Conversation segment. This has definitely been a great episode, man, and I appreciate that again.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I appreciate this well too. And yeah, I got to invite you over to the lounge, man. So we have some good thought-provoking conversations. So
man,
you deal with my audience over there. My audience over there.
The show, man. I'm pulling up to the lounge, man. I gotta sit down and chop it up with your bro at the lounge. So I'm definitely pulling up, and again, appreciate the invitation, and we definitely gonna make it happen. And again,
yes,
this
sir.
is dope, man, and appreciate your time for real, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. And that's an open invitation for SBK too. I don't want to be talking about, why you didn't invite me? That's for you as well too, SBK. Hey, pull up to the lounge, homie.
Pull up to the lounge, bro. Shout out SBK, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out SBK. Shouts out to Urban Lounge Podcast for pulling up. Another great segment. Let's have a conversation. This was episode 9. Another way to kickstart off another Let's Have a Conversation episode with my brother, Urban Lounge Podcast. This has been dope, bro. Again, make sure you. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, I just said thank you. I just agree with you.
Oh, no problem, bro. And again, my bro's link is down in the chat. Check him out. Got some funny, very, very comical content. Got some thought-provoking content as well, where he discussed various topics and gives his opinion on it. Funny, like I said, the commentary on the reaction videos is entertainment. So be sure to check out my brother's channel. Again, thank you for coming up to the platform, bro. This has been dope. And again, yeah, man, this is fire. It's fire, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all's subscription. Share this video, share the channel. Thank you for all the engagement on the video. Feel free to leave a comment underneath this video. Thank you to everybody that's been in the chat, typing their messages as well. This has been really dope, man. And shouts out to y'all for all the support that you've been giving all content creators that's putting in real work. It doesn't go unnoticed, and all this only possible because you, the viewer, is making it possible by watching videos, liking videos, and sharing videos, and posting them in your community wall. It goes a long way. So thank you all for the support. It means a lot. Thank you. OSD Live Reloaded, aka Also Dope Live Reloaded, is the channel. Again, hit the like, the subscribe. I appreciate your subscription. Share this video, share the channels. Again, shout out to my brother Urban Lounge Podcast, and we are out of here. As soon as I can say we out of here. Just a second, everybody.
I'm laughing because that happens to me too. Like, God damn, we still bonus content.
Oh my goodness. All right, we out of here for real now. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all take it easy.
Shit, I could have been anybody. Thank you, God. I'm blessed to know that I am him. Ooh. I completely understand why these niggas mad, motherfucker. I told you before. Why? Go get a bag, I sacrifice my blood, sweat, and tears for opportunities, speaking things into existence. True fruition, I can punch someone's clock for 20 years for a pension, or take a chance on myself and make a sound decision. Option number 2 sounds more I like it, cause with that choice, I can make my life more exciting. These hoes got delusions of grandeur and don't motherfucking care. I don't motherfucking care. Aorta made by Frigidaire. Norfolk nigga, but on the globe I've been about everywhere. Factuals. Up Temple still my favorite Nike Air. I love to wear. These niggas act like bitches. These bitches act like niggas. I just stay away from fuck shit and focus on my digits. Women lie, men lie, but the numbers don't pay attention. This recipe of mine is only from my kitchen. Lord knows I be chefing up, whipping, motherfucker, straightening this medicine. Here's your prescription. She loves the fact I speak with such precise diction, so the bird blew me down without a Twitter mention. Cold Perrier in the crystal glass on fizzle, playing Resident Evil 4 on the PlayStation Fibble. I command you to go get you some money, some words from Young Jizzle. I document my life whenever I decide to scribble. Pay these weak niggas and dust. In God I trust. I need that cheese in the bread, piece of the stuffed crust. My mind can move mountains. Neurologically I'm really clutch, like the black mamba in the 4th quarter with the shooter's touch. I got that killer instinct. Westbrook Rust, rule of thumb, if you ain't fucking her, my nigga, don't fuss, save your energy, do something productive. You know what's up. Take some time for self and get you together. That's a must. Right. I'm so grateful, thank God. Thank God. I'm so grateful, thank God. Thank God. I'm so grateful, thank God. Thank God. I'm so grateful, thank God. Thank God.